So we have to talk about the story that I just went over earlier this morning. Today is the 17th, if I'm not mistaken, of June, where a pregnant woman who was about to give birth next week, she already had two kids, 23 years old, was taken on up out of here in her own home with her children right beside her by some random man. You know what I mean? Just some random man that decided to wail off up in there. Well, of course, we found out it was her significant other, her boyfriend, her baby daddy. And if we didn't find that out, we know that now. Well, there's an update because as we already know and knew, the story is the same. You just insert different people, wash, rinse, repeat.
Now to a story we've been following closely this week. A judge ordered him to never touch a gun. This afternoon, Devin Anthony is accused of using one to kill his pregnant ex-girlfriend and their unborn child.
Atlanta News First Don Shipman is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker outside the DeKalb County Jail. Don, we know you have been on top of this story, and you've also been digging through some court records.
Yeah, I certainly have. And here's the thing. In less than an hour, he's going to make his first court appearance, and he's familiar with the courtroom. Atlanta News first obtained court documents, and it raises some serious questions about how all of this even happened.
These are those documents outlining a plea deal. They show 26-year-old Devin Lamar Anthony pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter.
This is the person that young lady decided to have a child with and to bring around her other two children.
In the 2021 shooting death of another man, he served just 11 months and was released on probation. And right here, a judge.
Someone will say that this is the reason why Carmelo Anthony shouldn't be in jail for 35 years, but I digress.
11 months and was released on probation. And right here, a judge ordered him to never possess a weapon or firearm.
And we all know that when you tell criminals what they're not supposed to do, that they always align with what it is that they're not supposed to do. But people who have issues with weapons, you know what I'm saying, will say that this is a reason why that the Second Amendment needs to be changed, whereas people who are legal weapon owners are not the issue enough of the times. It's the illegal people. So it doesn't matter how many laws that you make. If I'm going to break the law, I'm going to break the law. It don't matter. But somehow, some way, leftists, progressives, Democrats, stupid people, dummism, don't seem to understand that, and they playing us like we stupid.
And now Anthony is charged with malice murder in the death of 23-year-old Shakaya Pridgeon.
I don't believe it. I think he worked at Wells Fargo. Look at him. I think he worked at Bank of America. Look at him. So what do y'all think he brought to the table? Do y'all think it was a 6, 6, and a 6 like it is a 6, 6, 6? But I said a 6 and a 6 and a 6, okay? So what do you think he brought to the table? It ain't pretty hair, but then again, this is the style, so maybe this is what these people like. So maybe this is pretty hair and bow legs? Hybristophilia on tap, anyone? Okay, my bad.
Pridgeon's mother tells Atlanta News First Anthony was her daughter's ex and the father of her unborn child.
She was doing everything a mother was supposed to do, and we will get justice. You just don't know how strong this family is together.
Pridgeon was 9 months pregnant. Just this past weekend, her friends and family threw her a baby shower. She was due any day. Bullet holes are still visible on this window, shattered glass on the ground. Her father says that she was shot through her bedroom window while her children, ages 1 and 3, slept right beside her.
Ages 1 and 3, and she was about to have another baby with someone else. So they did not say that the other kids were her babies. I know people are going to feel some kind of way about me pointing this out, but it is important because people like Jamel, like I said, will say, oh, the hardest time to leave is at the end. Well, what you need to not do is to get into these types of relationships. And being a single mom, the community loves it. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. Well, where the heck are these children's fathers or father at? So you just brought another man that already was not concerned with life of anyone, let alone his own self. And now this is where you are. And now two kids don't have their daggone mother. Y'all can sit up here and keep playing these games like this is not a thing and these women are not doing these things and not thinking about they daggone other children. It is the same damn story. I'm not saying that ninja should have taken her on up out of here. I am not saying that. No how, no way. Y'all already know how I feel about that. What I am saying is that these people bring these people into their lives with no regard of what they've done and where they've been and how they look and what they have. And then they turn around and tell you sassy straights that you got to have the world, you need to give them everything, you got to have all the money, you got to give me this, you got to give me that, and you got to be the best at everything. And if not, you are lame, you ain't shit, and everything is your damn fault. And yet people like this get all the passes and the excuses in the daggone world. And then, yet again, even though he's about to go to jail, do you all really think that he won't be able to find another effing woman and probably will be a freaking CO in the damn jail he's going to?
It is aimed through the window. Took the time to let off 8 shots.
And those 2 children are okay. Again, Anthony will be in court. That scheduled court date is for 1 p.m. We're live here in DeKalb. Don Ship.
They're not.
Charged in the deadly shooting of a pregnant woman and her unborn son. He will be making his first court appearance in less than an hour. He faces a long list of charges when he arrives at magistrate court. And Channel 2's Tom Regan is live right now from the courthouse in DeKalb County. And Tom, deputies arrested the man last night.
That's right, Fred. DeKalb County deputies, along with the U.S. Marshal's Office, made that arrest at a home in Riverdale last night. They tracked down the suspect, 26-year-old Devin Anthony, and took him into custody. No word on how he was connected to people in that house. Anthony is accused of shooting and killing 23-year-old Shakaya Pridgeon and her unborn daughter. Police say he fired multiple shots through her bedroom window at her Decatur apartment as she slept next to her 2 young children. They were uninjured. The victim...
Shout out to those that are down in DeKalb County. Are y'all familiar with this area where she was living or anything about this at all?
His mother says the suspect is an ex-boyfriend of her daughter and the father of her now deceased unborn child.
She had a whole life to live ahead of her. She was raising her children. She just moved into her first apartment by herself. She wanted to get married, settle down. She was going to church every day. She was doing everything a mother was supposed to do. We're a strong family, and we're going to take care of her children and keep her name alive and seek justice for her.
Anthony now faces multiple charges, including malice, murder, feticide, and aggravated assault. We're digging into his lengthy criminal past and bring that...
Another reporter, his lengthy criminal past. I mean, we already heard about the manslaughter, but a lengthy criminal past. So I guess she just didn't know. I guess it didn't matter. I guess he looked like he was a changed man. I'm sure he was making $900,000 a month and he was a changed man, given how the place looked. Because allegedly, based off the last report, she just broke out with him last week while she's about to have a baby at any moment now.
Starting on Channel 2 Action News at 3. Live in DeKalb County, Tom.
Child, I don't think I've seen anything with regard to the court case yet or his appearance this morning, this afternoon, whatever it is. But as soon as I get it, y'all already know that I will bring it to you because we can't let this one go. This is the same story yet again, over and over and over and over. The only thing that changes are the faces. And then when someone tries to say something that says, you know what, this probably is not the best way, you get flack, you get called a white supremacist and all these other dumbass names because people don't want to do any daggone work and they would rather blame someone else because you gentlemen know, shout out to the sassy straights, you know somehow, some way that this is y'all's fault. Now listen, don't ask me yet, but you know they will figure out a way to pull it out of their ass that this would be y'all's fault. If they can do it for the Carmelo Anthony case, they can most definitely do it over here. But I digress.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Never.